Hello and welcome to my review of the game Firewatch. Developed as a first-person adventure by the American developer Camposanto in Unity and released in early 2016. This was and is the only game developed by Camposanto. And I actually don't think that we'll see much more from this studio since it was bought by Valve. The game takes place in 1989 in Shoshone National Forest in Wyoming. We're following Henry, who's escaping his handling, or actually lack of handling, his wife getting ill. Henry takes on a job as a seasonal firewatch in Shoshone. The game is a first-person adventure game, like I said before, but it can be described as a mystery drama thriller. And the studio actually wanted it to be more mysterious than what is needed for the somewhat basic but very good story. It's centered around the evolving relationship and dialogues between Henry and Delilah, the two main protagonists in the game, where you actually play as Henry. And it's the strong suit of the game and its main selling point. Henry, the playable character, is voiced by Rich Sommer, and Rich does a solid job voicing Henry. But I was actually certain that it was Sam Witwer that was acting as Henry until I looked it up. Delilah is voiced by Cissy Jones, whom you might know from voicing the Absolute in Baldur's Gate 3 and Andrea in Starfield. An amazing voice actor, and she does an outstanding job in Firewatch. The visual style of the game is solid and really beautiful. It makes it timeless in its execution. The sounds and music in the game is also very good, but I wouldn't mind being more animals in the game to make it feel a little bit more alive than it does. Shishune could be more alive, especially in the early parts of the game. During your playthrough in Firewatch, you'll get dialogue options when you're conversing with Delilah. These dialogue options actually will set the tone in the relationship between Henry and Delilah. I've only played through the game once, so I haven't had the opportunity to check out how the relationship can evolve in different ways. But more options is never bad. The game is very short. It took me 3 hours to finish, and I think I saw the most of the game. But even though the game is now 7-8 years old, there's actually a few bugs left in the game and a little bit of FPS drops, but nothing major. So let's get to the rating of the game. I'd rate this game a 6 out of 10. The main strong suits of the game is, of course, the evolving relationship between Henry and Delilah and the excellent voice acting by the actors. The prologue in the game is probably the best prologue I've ever seen in a game. It really sets tone and builds up the Henry's way to the summer of 1989. But the game also has its flaws. One of the main flaws actually is the price setting of around 20 euros for 3 hours of game. It really feels a lot more expensive than what I'm willing to pay. The mystery that they're building up in the game falls flat, and I really don't see the need for it because they have a solid story to fall back on, and being Henry's relationship with his wife and Delilah and what they uncover in Shoshone doesn't need this much mystery around it. So, should you buy the game? If it's on sale, I would recommend buying and playing through the game. It's a solid game with a solid story. and you will remember it fondly. I'm quite certain of it. But at 20 euros, no, I would suggest waiting. Thank you for this minor review of this small piece of a story-rich game being Firewatch, and I hope to see you again. Take care, folks.